Did you see how fast I decoded that guilt?
You did decode that guilt unbelievably fast. Well,
Andy brought batteries tonight because I didn't have them, and I was very appreciative of that. And then he spun it into a way to punish himself by going, well, I haven't been bringing him batteries this whole time. And I could feel that's where he was headed.
Well,
he just said, I owe you some batteries. And I went, oh, this is what he's thinking when he says that.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I'd say that's
like some sort of neurotic game show we could
mentalism. That's how they start a mentalist act.
Find the subtext. Find the subtext. Hey, let's start with the song tonight. You're fighting the good fight badly.
Yes, I'm fighting the good fight badly.
Memory foam makes you lose your memory.
Why does that make you laugh, Josh?
Because it hurts you to cry.
It's viral. It's gonna go viral.
That's fantastic.
One of these days. Mr. Andy Kindler, tell me which celebrity's been troubling you.
You see how I'm interrupting right now? That's
Weinstein keeps hoping you leave space open so we can sneak a little joke in. Change his middle name to Elvis just so his initials wouldn't spell out J-E-W.
And that's why I still love you.
Let's spiral. Let's put up a paywall.
Here's the way the paywall would work.
To see if podcasting pays off. The spiral's gonna go viral.
Anything but.
One of these days.
Yeah.
I just wanted to inject some artificial energy at the top.
Who did you make that song? Who made that song?
Do you honestly not remember that song that we've played at least 4 times on the show?
Who made it for us?
Ryan Spratt made it for us.
I love that song.
Oh my God!
Do you think
Andy,
we should play it?
Seriously,
that really worries me. That really worries me because it sounded like it was the first time. Thought spirals, gonna go viral.
Yeah, now I'm actually worried because I
would worry.
That's pretty memorable.
You know what I'd like to say? I don't know why it took you this long to start worrying about me.
I don't know either.
I would have been worried about me when you said,
I thought you were playing the long con.
Well, I'm a grifter. But when you first said, hey, you want to try and do a podcast? And I stared at you blankly for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I dozed off.
Yeah, I thought this is going to be good, I thought.
Then I went into some, Parkinson's catatonia, see? Yeah. My mom's got Parkinson's catatonia. See? Yeah.
Excuse me, Dr. Robinson. What's up with my mother?
My mother has seriously gone into an Edward G phase.
Yeah.
And if my mother does go into some strange phase, I would like all of the letters to say, I heard that James Mason showed up at your mom's bedside at the hospital. We're hearing that she was very sick. I heard Joseph Mengele came by your mom's hospital.
Hello, Mrs. Kindler. I'd like you to meet your nurse, Bobby.
It doesn't matter to me that I know it's coming. It doesn't matter to me.
I made your little face light up. I felt it. Oh, what are you doing? Just
my nose is so itchy.
Nose.
All I can think of, there's several things I can think of. I made a couple of mistakes tonight on the way of the show. 75 degrees downtown Arcadia.
Whoa.
Coming this week to the Cerritos Auto
Spiral Studios in downtown Arcadia.
I'm so excited because in studio at the end of the year, as a Christmas special, Eddie Money will be again in studio with me on Christmas Eve. So I'm very excited about that, Josh.
That's a flashback, right?
No, then you have to inform me.
Eddie Money's dead, man. That's not funny.
It is very funny.
He died a week ago.
You know what? It is very funny that he said. So I did make a couple of mistakes, and the mistakes were that I went by CVS. Mm-hmm. That made me late.
It didn't make you very late, considering you showed up with batteries, which was the point of the trip.
Right, but I said, I'm going to mess this up. I think I'm going to take an opportunity to sabotage the podcast.
Okay.
And then when I'm going to get here, I'm going to go, it's coming out of your time.
Okay. Well, so far, this isn't setting up to be that good a story. So
no.
Your sabotage dreams.
It's, first of all, we know from previous stories, it's not going to be a great story, but I'm going to shorten them up now.
Okay.
Go to CVS.
I feel like this involves self-checkout. That's going to be my
That's
thing.
exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
What else could it be? Because you're grabbing batteries and leaving.
It's self-checkout at the time. I go to CVS at various times. I think I lived there.
Yeah.
And I know that's not the name of the pharmacy. It's Save On. I go to Save On.
The now defunct Save-On.
Yeah, because I still like the thrifty ice cream. Oh, so I go there, and it's one of the times when there's 4 people in line, but it looks very ominous because there's only one person who's at a cashier station, and the other lady is hectoring. Hey, check it out, self-service. Her thing is to prompt people to use self-service.
Right.
Her job is to avoid many of the other jobs at the store.
Her job at minimum is to stand there with bags.
Yes.
If you need one.
Yes.
And then at maximum, to actually stand there and hold your wrist as she puts it on the right buttons.
Well, here's where I had problems, and this is a very Jewish anecdote. I had problems getting my coupons to work.
Oh, the coupons.
So, do you think it would be of all interest to the listeners if I told you? First of all, I do have a big.
You do have the 3-foot receipt. For the batteries.
Okay, but I was starting to get very, very upset.
Okay.
Because it was not working. I saved. Where does it show you how much you saved? Show me how much I goddamn saved. I saved $15 on the batteries.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And so she kept having to use her coupon stick or something. So anyway, sorry for that sound.
Okay. It had to be double-digit savings for that story to be worth it. So
no, I was ready to pay full boat. I was so upset. I was so upset. I was getting like, okay, forget it. Next time. Because I had nothing but problems with the CVS coupon. I don't know about you, Josh, but I don't think these superstores are improving.
No, they don't care more about you.
Well, no, their discount system is not as easy as, say, Ralph's. Where you put do you use discount cards? I hope so.
Occasionally. For various things. It's not an automatic sign up. If I go twice a year, I don't sign up.
Well, I get that for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll be back on Who's the Cheaper Jew after these messages. Why do I have to bring my religion into it?
Yeah. Who's the cheaper asshole? It could have been.
Everything percolates back to being Jewish for us, I think.
It's true, because we got nothing else. We got nowhere else to go.
Well, it's also a great hook for our people. How many years have we been entertaining the people who hate us?
5779.
But you're still...
That first year, getting our act together.
I bet the guy came up with the Hebrew calendar is pretty full of himself.
Finally got my brother's keeper chunk together.
I took a sip of coffee.
You did. It was very well narrated.
By the way, if you want to contribute, maybe I shouldn't be plugging it during the podcast. Go to coffee. Go to coffee.coffee.coffee.
Why give the wrong address over and over?
Buy us a cup of coffee. Buy us what's it called?
It's called buymeacoffee.com.
Buy me a coffee. And right now...
/ thought spiral.
And don't think that we're using it for anything other than like bills and mundane things.
Right.
We actually used it to buy equipment. Well, you had already paid for the equipment. That's the difference between...
I'm taking a reimburse on that equipment.
Yeah, that's the difference between a shoestring operation and people who've already, like us, who've already made our bones. And this is this we do for the people.
That's right.
I'm back. We're back, though.
We are.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry. But I feel like I brought you not only the batteries, but you say they're the best.
They are.
We're not advertising for them, but you know how luxury apartments aren't luxury?
Yeah.
In this case...
These Duracell Optimums are the optimum battery I've found for this task.
That's pretty amazing.
It's pretty good.
And don't you think we should get... How about having them for a thing?
Then we'd have to have the commercials.
That would be one right there.
That'd be one. But you want to do it again next week? I mean, you wouldn't remember, but the rest of us would.
How many people are going to be buying? First of all, I don't think everyone is going to I heard a new one this week.
A new one.
Marion. Go to Marion Richards. They're master Italian colorists of hair, and that's another thing. Crafted in Italy is not a credit to me.
Right.
And this is Madison Reed. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And they're colorists, and they're master colorists.
Like crafted in Switzerland.
For chocolate.
Sure. Watches.
Oh.
War crimes.
Were war crimes committed there, or people committed them were able to go there?
They were committed to war crimes. How about that?
Look, they were neutral about the Nazis, but they certainly didn't have a problem with anybody with a bank account.
Right.
Be he Jew? Am I spinning out of control?
I think no, you're not spinning out of control. You're
I'm
just
nowhere.
Factually wrong.
Oh, that has hurt so much of my material. I'll tell you, I have this new bit though that is so good. That's working so good.
Yeah.
So like this guy last night at the show, the guy's yelling at me. I've heard that bit before. Oh, really, Mount Rightmore? I say to him, why don't you go put that up on Mount Rightmore?
You're using it wrong.
I'm using it wrong. What? Using what wrong? First of all, this is something I came up with on stage.
Yes.
Is it hard to claim it? First of all, why do you have an oven temperature thing here? That is not normal.
Bend over.
You know, that will never not be funny. The
Apparently
concept
not.
of sticking something sharp up your ass.
That's right.
I've gotten dirtier since I've been around you.
That's good. You needed it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I was TV clean.
You were a prude.
TV clean.
You were a big pussy.
Big pussy. Listen to you. Listen to what you think is edgy. I don't like this arguing thing you decided on.
No, does it hurt the angina?
I realized that the word was angina, that it was a real word, but I thought you made it up like mangina
Yeah.
or vangina. That would be a good name for a superhero. Vangina.
Well, angina works in this case.
Oh, my God. Is this how you know either to start bringing on more guests or you just give it all up when you have me doing vangina jokes?
Yeah.
I want people to know that when I joke about that and I joke about the show and I'm only joking. It's always a pleasure.
This
for
will
me.
never end.
It will never end because I refuse to surrender. That's what they want.
Yeah.
The listeners want us. They dare us to stop.
From now on, I'm going to send you on an errand a week for the show.
Because of the great anecdotes?
Well, the great anecdotes and the good batteries.
You know what?
I didn't ask for the best. You just brought them.
Why can't we have this relationship? Finally, you did something good, jerko, you say to me when I come here with the batteries.
Yeah, that's what you hear no matter what I say.
Someone beat you to it. My internal voice.
Your mom.
Now, I have to admit that I was going to text you about this during the week.
Okay.
And I don't know why I was going to text it to you. I was not going to tweet about it, but I couldn't stop thinking about tweeting something about Bernie Sanders' heart attack.
It was tough. I understand. And you made it through, right?
I made it through. I did. I'm not only am I proud to say I made it through, I didn't even bother you about what I was going to.
Right.
Like I didn't even go, you know, I have to admit, I really want to tweet. I don't know exactly what it is.
I turned his heart attack into a Trump joke.
What did you do?
I did. If Trump had a heart attack, he'd immediately go on the heart counterattack.
He's a counterattacker. But and that would sound like because there's nothing funny about a heart attack, especially.
That's why that phrase.
Right, funny as a heart attack. Oh, I never realized that that's a negative. As funny as a heart attack. Well, I heard on the news. You know when Trump said that he was kidding, or they said he was kidding about China.
Everyone else said it. He never said it.
He never said it.
He was kidding.
And then everybody on the news said he's not funny. This is the only thing I disagree with you about. He is a bully who's horrible, and every once in a while he pulls off one of those disgusting bullying jokes fairly well.
Sure.
So I would say he is a C-list.
He has moments of New York funny.
Yeah, he has moments of C-list Comedy Central roast.
Much better than the kid in in the commercial who's, "Hey, I'm eating here." Have you seen that one?
No, what is that?
I think it's like Hometown Buffet's new New York steak. It's like you being in New York. It's like being in New York. And someone reaches over to his plate. "Hey, I'm eating here."
I can't wait. Where do they have these hometown buffets?
I don't know. Your hometown, not mine.
Why, you were on the road when you saw it?
Third base.
Yeah, but it used to be Jeff Foxworthy used to do the commercials for that whole thing. Golden Corral. I've never seen one of those either.
It might have been a Golden Corral ad. It was one of those.
Hey, I'm eating here. Yeah. Wouldn't it be great, that commercial, and then combined with the guy who got the lowest room I got the lowest price in the room. What are you talking about? Look at my muffins. Load them up. Should I do a take where it's obvious, where it's not obvious that I just poured whatever we were running low on time? I just covered my plate.
Can I put some of these muffins back?
No. Go.
But no, we're on take 8, and I take a muffin every take, and now
doesn't matter. All right. All right, Shakespeare. Hey, that commercial's so great. They've shortened it down, the Trivago.
There's
a shorter version of it. Hey, what? All right. And look at me. I complain about the quality of these commercials, but they
enthrall you.
They enthrall me. I do love to hate.
Sure.
Those type of things. I don't love to hate.
I mean, you know, with other people, I'd say no. Lay off the commercial stuff. It's hacky. But with you, I feel like, you need those small, short things to be angry at, as opposed to something extended. You
know what? I know that it is by definition a hacky area to get into, but it would be hacky if I said, you know what bothers me about, it's not TV, but some of these commercials get, if I really tried to set it up like I was the first person to discover it. But I am fascinated by bad production, like bad things that never go away. Like whether it's Sit and Sleep.
Yeah.
Where you can't prove to me that the Jack in the Box, his styrofoam head.
Yeah.
You cannot convince me that it has ever sold one hamburger. Or the Sonic Twins, who you love so much. The Sonic Twins.
They aren't the Sonic Twins. They're just two dudes.
First of all, there's no such place as Sonic in this area, right?
Not in this area, no, but I've seen them on the road.
And did you try them? You went, oh, those guys are pretty funny. Let me give it a shot.
Yes, that's why I stopped.
What is your favorite fast food what is your favorite fast food? If you have to go that route. I very rarely do. Because I'm an elitist.
I have no elitism about fast food, but I don't have
there's some places.
I don't have a single favorite. I have it's all about time and place for me.
Ah.
It's all about, if that Jack in the Box is the only fucking thing.
Well, that
is my favorite fast food in the world.
Well, that's like sorting by distance in Google.
But I don't, I think that there's way too much romanticism about hamburgers in general.
Really?
I feel like the range of hamburgers isn't quite as wide as everyone makes it out to be.
Well, did you ever have
But I like an In-N-Out a lot.
I do like In-N-Out.
But, but it's not worth, unless I can see the window, I'm not going.
No, I don't like that line.
I'm not going to wait on an In-N-Out line.
Did you ever have the Father's Office hamburger that got popular? That was really a great hamburger.
In Santa Monica?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
That's a very good hamburger.
Yeah, exactly. Very good hamburger.
No, what are you saying? No, I'm not.
I'm saying there's a lot of hamburgers that rise to that level.
Did you ever buy that something was a hamburger steak, or what's the other way that they hide steak, hamburger, Salisbury steak? Yeah. Did you ever get fooled by that?
Only in TV dinners. It's never something I would order off a menu.
You would never order Salisbury steak. First of all, I think that's referencing British cuisine, which is terrible normally. Not really, not now.
No, it still is.
I got very upset.
All the things that gave it its reputation are still there. So,
and now I had
more, but it's still not the.
I had all my money in Thomas Cook. All my investments were in Thomas Cook.
That's got a sting. Wow.
I like that guy who resigned. His name is Chris.
I love how you can't remember anything, but you can remember the British travel agency name.
I know. I remember numbers. Useless numbers. Uses numbers that mean nothing. Well, this is the first lull, but I got to tell you something.
I just had a
thank
sip
you
of
very
coffee.
much
it's
for
not a lull, really. It's
No,
just a
that's for
beverage.
someone who starved for love.
Wow.
Never was not breastfed by my mother. I asked
By
her.
your father?
But no, I went back to my mother when I was 30.
Wow. That's a pretty creepy joke to put on that voice for.
30. Oh, you don't think? Oh, I'm the bad guy because I wanted to. Okay.
Because you're Mussolini?
Did I tell you that joke?
Oh, yeah.
When did I tell you that joke?
Last week.
It's been that long since Andy Paley told me that joke?
Yeah.
I heard from Johnny Torito. Did you hear from Johnny Torito?
Yes, I did.
Were you going to read that in the show, or should I tell you what he said?
Well, he sent us both a text.
Okay.
And I said, you know what, Johnny? Andy changed his number earlier this year. So,
Oh, okay. But
so I gave him your new number.
okay, so do you want me to read it, or should I
Sure,
read it?
read
Okay.
it away.
Hey, guys, I do listen to the podcast, Andy.
Because we talked about it last
Yep,
week.
last week. Last week, right? And I do like the name drop, but that's not the only reason I love you guys. The 3 weeks total we spent together every day was awesome. I miss you guys, so when I listen to the podcast, it makes me feel like I'm there with you guys. P.S. Hope to see you all soon. We do too. That's such a great thing to Johnny. It makes me feel like
Johnny, he did a terrible job with your accent, though.
well, I'm not doing John. I'm not. Okay, let me hear you do Johnny's accent. Hey guys.
Let me do it. Here,
Yeah.
give me your phone.
Hey guys.
Oh, it shocked me. Hey, guys, I do listen to the podcast, Andy, and I do like the name drop, but that's not the only reason I love you guys. The 3 weeks total we spent together every day was awesome. I miss you guys when I listen to the podcast, and it makes me feel like I'm there with you guys. Hope to see y'all soon.
Hey,
Better than you.
That's
That's
better. Hey, Johnny, how's the etouffee? Is it spicy? The etouffee?
Yeah, well, it's just a regular etouffee.
I saw you had to adjust your.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever saw you adjust
I
an
went into
impression.
you said Johnny. I was going to go into the waiter. but-
Ooh, what was that place that we went?
Oh, it's on the bio.
There was a great place that we went, right?
Oh, yeah. It's between coming back from the racetrack and going headed up to the very cold horse ranch. We stopped at the seaside place with Johnny. And
First, we went up the wrong road.
then that's where the Is It Spicy was born.
I started to let.
That's where you proved to be a true liability in Louisiana.
I would love it if this became your DJ voice,
All right.
and we were like
Hi, this is Crawdad Onion
and I'm etouffee.
with my friend Etouffee, and we're here on Tuesday morning.
That's just my name, etouffee.
That's etouffee.
Etouffee.
Hey, Etouffee, you have a good weekend?
Yeah, but you know what? They used to call me. When I was younger, they said I was a little touffe.
Ah,
You can't do those jokes. You can't do those jokes anymore.
You can't do those
No,
jokes
you can't make
anymore.
fun of that. And
You can't go. I tried to go to a college campus, but they wouldn't accept me.
Because I was what? Because of what? Because I was touffe.
He was too fake. I don't get it.
Look, God bless the God bless the game. First of all, this is not whatever you're thinking. This is not Johnny Torito.
I was over at the fish house the other day, and this little Jew comes in, and he's all, "Is it spicy?" And the waiter's like, "Yeah, well, it's just regular jambalaya." And he's like, "But is it spicy?" And he's like, "I don't know. Maybe you should try the etouffee." That's when my ears perked up. I bet yours did too, because were your ears burning? They were talking about you, because I'm the etouffee. He goes, "Yeah, it's pretty good for a pussy like you," and he walked
For
away.
a whole like me?
No.
No, yeah, I heard it wrong. I may have heard what you said wrong. I took it wrong because I just gave in for the cotton candy grapes. I did that for Susan.
I bought some this week.
Did you?
By the way, yes.
I did it for Susan.
And they were crazily delicious.
Were they as crazily delicious as...
They taste a lot like cotton candy, Andy. You really should get on board.
Are they spicy? Yeah, there are some spicy jelly beans. Don't kid yourself.
I thought you were
I
gonna
love
say
jelly
spicy grapes.
Spicy grapes. Hey, man, that was a ride. We took a ride down Voice Alley
Down
there.
to the bio, that's right. I'm speaking like this the rest of the whole week. Hey, that's what you said I should do.
Everything is locked, though, you said now. Everything is locked. We're going
I
back.
think he beamed it off to New York, that movie, if that's what you're talking about.
Is this really going to be... I'm actually thinking now, if you never...
Let me see how frustrated I can make you.
So far, I love it.
All right.
So anyway, I'm still going to therapy.
Well, that's fantastic.
So my therapist says that I have problems with it. I can't
You
set
can't
you
do
up.
it. That's what Jews do, I guess.
Bubba. With Bubba and the Bubba. Wow.
Wow.
That was a nice run. Who but me? Who but me?
Who could kill a good bit with self-congratulations?
Yes.
Faster than you.
I realized about myself that I am I love to name drop.
Steve Martin was telling me that.
Beep, beep, boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, boop. You know who had a problem with that? David Byrne.
It's hard to come up with a name when you need it. It's just
David
like, it's
Byrne.
like every famous person in the galaxy is
Tito
available,
Puente.
and you're still going, what is it? What's it? Like, that's Steve Martin? Why?
Yeah, I can never come up. Under pressure, I can't come up. Name your 5 favorite drummers. Go.
Steve Gadd, Ringo Starr, Keith Moon, Jack DeJohnette,
Ginger Baker.
Ginger Baker. Fine.
But I mean, I'm just your body. I wonder if there's a reason. Well, there is a reason. You feel
Only 2 of those were true, by the way.
you don't think Ringo Starr's your favorite drummer?
He's in my top 5 for sure.
But you have to. If you don't say Charlie Watts, you're going to get letters. Look, you know what? These discussions about who's the best. This I was never good at these. And I always was talking out of my ass.
Right. These are the kind of, they're the discussions I won't play.
Yeah, because because
you end up with someone who's way too adamant about something way too stupid.
Well, no, but I mean, like, you're going to argue, it'd be like me going, well, I can play as fast as Van Halen. No, you cannot play as fast as Eddie Van Halen. Right. You cannot. And if I kept arguing that I could, that would make me look stupid. But it did get to be where everybody.
Except then you take the $1,000 bet and you do it and you go, and you go, I never said the right notes.
Yeah, but beyond winning the bet, the point was measuring people that way. I never really wanted to measure them that way, but I came up in the Guitar Wars days of music.
Becker Clapton.
I think I don't know. Well, I don't know enough about Jeff Beck's lead playing.
Okay,
I'll
good.
go with Clapton.
Fair answer.
I'll go
Okay,
Clapton.
good. That seems fair enough.
Beatles or
There wasn't a right answer.
Beatles or Stones?
Both are great.
Oh yeah, this is not the pod. People don't want this on a podcast. They want us to be at our each other's throats.
Yeah.
But those days were over. The days of music being run by guitar.
Yeah.
Is kind of over.
It's over. It's way over.
So if you're seeing someone with a double neck guitar, you better have a pretty goddamn good reason. You better really need.
That is an ironic band you're watching.
I never played one of those monsters. Did you?
No. I had no need.
I could barely master D.
Yeah, the one neck offered plenty of challenges for me.
I always kind of wanted to have a 12-string, but
you know what happens? They go out of tune very fast. And then they take a very long time to tune.
Is this a 12-string? Take a little bit of your love. Is that 12-string?
No, that's a Jew singing.
Who is that singer?
Isn't that REO Speedwagon?
Oh, don't you hate when you land on something that bad?
It's Give a Little Bit.
Give a little bit. Give a little bit. I never liked the singers who sang up high for no reason. You said yay on Steve Perry, nay on the Kansas guy. All they are is dust in the wind.
I'd go with you on that. I go yay Steve Perry.
Talk
nay
about the
on
most.
Kansas.
This isn't even a pedant.
I mean, not a big yay on Steve Perry, but
who's the one?
He owns the register legitimately.
Who sings? So I come to you with open arms.
That's Steve Perry.
And what is the group he was in?
Journey.
Oh, they stink. Oh, but they did good with the Sopranos ending.
They did.
I love their music. And what was Don't Stop Believing?
They didn't think of that, by the way.
They didn't think it was a Sopranos style.
They didn't think of it as the Sopranos ending when they wrote it.
It shows, though, my basic prejudice that I always had certain groups that I always could not. If you said REO Speedwagon Styx.
Kansas REO Styxwagon is
Right.
usually how it's summed up.
I would say there's no way I'm going to like any of those groups. But now we've established that song was used very well.
Absolutely. But Score is a different ballgame.
Scorsese?
No, Score.
I don't know what's the matter with me. No, you do.
Yeah, I know more than most.
What do you think? Do you think it's nature or nurture with me?
It's a little column A, a little column B.
How would you ascertain what my energy was coming in tonight? I'll tell you how I felt coming in, and then you can. Oh wait, you tell me how you.
Well, you
felt.
shook my hand, which was weird.
That was weird.
That was a little.
Yes.
You felt, which told me, okay, he's not fully.
Yeah, something's going on.
Something's in his head. He's in his head a little bit. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hello, sir. How are you?
And then you had the little orgy of love with Lucky,
right?
Which I think cheered you up, got you out of your head a little bit.
It always does.
Into the physical world. Then you sat down, having felt something tactile, and we're a little better. Then there was the batteries. You had to do that.
Yeah, it seemed like an important anecdote at the time.
Yeah, but then you had a nice gesture. You gave me, you were going to give me some of the good batteries.
Yeah,
and I said, "Oh, those are the good batteries," and you gave me all the good batteries.
Right.
Which was, so that puffed you up a little bit.
It puffed me up a little bit, but then it made me...
And then you went, I should have been giving him batteries this whole time.
But then I also said...
What's wrong with me? I'm stupid.
That's right.
And I'm classless. You didn't say classless.
I didn't say classless, but that's what I was thinking, though. That's what I was thinking.
All right.
Is my family that way?
And that brings us to when I pressed record.
Well,
so what were you thinking? Well, what did I get wrong?
I think you got it completely right.
Okay.
It
was your family you were preoccupied with?
My family.
You said I'm sorry. I was trying to give you keywords that would help.
No. I came in the CVS story when I got into the car from CVS. I was already panicked. I didn't like the ride over there. I didn't like the ride back. But I was concerned about time. So when I saw that I was pretty good in the pocket, I came in. And then all of a sudden, I assumed some kind of personality, the person who says hello properly. Because I said to myself, why is it whenever you come into Josh's house, you immediately...
ignore him and go for the dog.
I go for the dog.
Right.
What is that about?
No, so the formal handshake was prompted. It wasn't just some weird muscle jerk. You were actually making an effort. That's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah. It still seems pathetic to me.
I did think of a joke while you were telling me this story, though.
Okay.
That, and this is actually for you. This is a trademark, in fact, a future trademark for when you tell a story about anxiety.
Right.
It's a panicdote.
Now, are you giving? Is that really going to go?
I'm giving that to
you. Oh,
you.
no, I don't think that's right.
Well, let's keep it for the show, then.
We'll keep it for the show.
Right.
We'll keep it for the show. Panicdote. Oh, my God. That is so good. Ladies and gentlemen.
Last week, Mount Rightmore.
Mount Rightmore.
This week.
How did we get into Mount Rightmore? I think I...
No, you prompted me to say it about you.
But was it with a story?
It might have been commercial jokes. I can't remember.
I can't remember even things that are important for me to remember, let alone the things that aren't. I can't believe we're going to the premiere of our movie. Our lives are going to be different.
No, they're not. That's what you're. That's what they're thinking.
They will
if
I don't buy the ticket tonight.
You should buy the ticket.
I hate the way they get you on the tickets. They know as you go towards the date of the flight, you're going to pay more.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You're surprised every time.
No, I'm going with the Trivago guy.
Ah, good.
The Trivago guy is telling me that. Is it Alex?
No.
I traded. He left me a voicemail, but we were actually trading messages.
Okay, well that's good. That's nice. He at least feels acknowledged now.
Yeah, he has weird hours too. Not weird hours, but like
job. He has a job.
He has a job. Right. I can't even believe it. But I didn't think anybody of
those are weird hours to us.
Yeah, but he has to get in there like at 9 or something.
I think earlier probably.
Oh my God, we're in show business.
I know.
Don't you get up, read the trades?
He's in the ass end of show business right now.
I didn't mean to laugh.
He'll transcend from it, but
I am giddy about the fact that I think that either the world's going to blow up or Trump's out soon, but there could be both.
Which one's making you giddy?
No, giddy is the thought of him getting pummeled and in jail.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, I say pummeled. I mean, like
not
legally.
physically injured.
Yeah,
just humiliated and disgraced.
Disgraced and in jail for the rest of his life. That's what I'm hoping.
I don't need him to be in jail for the rest of his life.
I know. I have a problem with Grill.
I want him to. Well, I mean, he is going to try to start a civil war on the outside, but I mean, there is an argument that one needs to Lex Luthor him. But I don't know.
What happened to Lex Luthor? Has something happened to Lex Luthor?
They just have to, lock him down, and then he breaks out with an ingenious plan.
Okay. I will remember these things if you give me hints. Where was he locked down?
I don't know. In jail, prison,
and
maximum security.
You ever
prison.
notice how many LLs there were? Lois Lane.
How many more?
My friend Deanne Smith, a very funny comedian, had never heard of Jimmy Olsen. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen's not the strongest character from that series.
Not so much.
Okay, so you want my take on what parts of the Joker I loved, what parts I didn't like, what parts I felt. So here's the parts that I loved. Was the fact that I didn't see it. And why wouldn't you see it? I would think you would see it though.
I don't give a shit. That's why.
Oh, it doesn't sound interesting to you.
It doesn't sound interesting to me. I have. I mean, this was true with many of the Batman movies. That this oh, it's so dark. Don't touch it. It's so dark. You can't. No, it's comic. It's Joker. It's the Joker.
Right. Right.
So
it has to have that. Because Jack Nicholson was kind of funny, right?
Yeah. I mean,
but none of the movies have been that great.
But
is that what we agree on? That none of the Batman movies have been things you'll remember your whole life?
I don't want to get into that because some people revere
not
that
you think
and it's not something I want to fight about.
I don't want to fight.
I don't want a letter that tells me why I like the Batman movie.
Last week I just wanted to say
I'm not that into Batman.
Right.
And I find the darkness that is always applied to him in the Batman movies to feel artificial always.
Well, when I was a child, I first was drawn to Marvel because Peter Parker was moody. I remember that.
Batman's moody as shit.
That's true. But for some reason, all my friends got into Marvel at the same time, like Fantastic Four and...
Yeah. Well, I mean, also Batman was being ruined on television at that time. If you was described cool, that. Yeah.
He actually was...
I loved the hell out of that show when I was a little kid.
And he actually was the most physically talented.
Adam West, yes.
Someone pointed out, maybe it was you or somebody else, that he has no powers at all? Batman?
He has no powers at all, except for the power to write a big check.
But does he run people over in his Batmobile? I mean, he does.
Yeah, sure.
Does he boomerang things?
He's got lots of tools.
Yeah. Like Robin?
He's got the best. I mean, his special power is R&D.
Oh, my God. We should have a fanzine about the comic books.
We should, yes.
Touffe.
Yeah, we should. We should get a fanzine going.
Is I don't get the feeling that Johnny Torito is flying to New York necessarily.
Johnny Torito may be coming to New York, yes. He might be. He said he might be.
We're getting the band back together.
Oh, man, it'd be good to see Johnny Torito.
I seriously think that this should be, if you put this voice on the reel, you could be moving down to New Orleans to do the morning.
I could do radio commercials all day long. Come on down to the Etouffee Barn.
How about some beignet? Come down to Beignet City.
Beignet Beds.
Oh, my God. We sound like a comedy duo on the last days of our life.
Yes, this is us on the island that our small plane crashed near.
No, that's not the way I see it ending for us.
No, we would never make the swim.
You know how it's not going to end for me, though? It's not going to end... What's that?
Well...
No, I want to die in my sleep or something like that.
Okay.
Don't you?
How long? For how long do you have to be asleep?
I forgot what I was going to say now. It must have been great.
How do you see it ending?
Oh, I lost it.
Damn.
Damn it. I had something.
Yeah.
How will it all end for me?
Poorly.
And that's where it got me. That line threw me off my bit. Oh, God. Let's do a recreation now, if you will indulge me.
Will I?
Of the fictional concept that Orson Welles panicked people That's never happened, right? It never happened that people went home and went, oh my God.
Oh, yes, that was very overblown. So overblown.
And
They made me a pariah for it.
So who are some of the people who know? Do you think James Mason, did he notice that there were aliens at that time?
Oh, James Mason ran like a little girl. Oh, there's aliens are coming. There's aliens are coming. Oh.
Bobby.
It froze up.
Hey, I gotta tell you, I have never seen anybody promote Mad. They didn't promote Mad About You when it was on the air.
Holy crap.
Like they're promoting.
Holy crap.
And look, God bless all those people who were involved. I have to admit to you, I used to watch that show. I watched it every week, and I watch it now, and I just don't understand what is going on.
Have you actually watched episodes of it now?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Susan
the ads worked? Oh, my God.
No. Back in the day.
Oh, okay.
I was actually.
But you said I watch it now.
No. I couldn't watch it now. But there was the time period, like a 6-month time period, where I enjoyed that show, even though we would always make fun of it. Mike Rowe, the comedian, would make fun of the fact that they never had an opening joke, really. They just started the music. Hey, here, the TV's working. You want to try the remote? Boom, 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 boom. And I don't remember, but I remember liking it. But I can't go back there now. And they're really, are they saying it's just for Spectrum people?
Yeah.
The remake?
Yes.
How do you do that? Will you pay me $35?
No, they've got a lot of money, Spectrum.
They really do. They have a suspicious amount of
They
money.
have a lot of money. Think of how much you write a check for each month, then multiply it by hundreds more.
I just feel like there's, that's what you know, there's too much programming. Did you need to let our doggies out?
No, I think she wants to bark at something.
Hey.
And I'll be honest with you, I think it might be her reflection that she's barking at.
Could she get fooled by her reflection?
Okay, come here. Yes, she could. Not,
Do you mock a dog who does get fooled? Why would I mock? I want to mock a dog.
You can mock a dog. It's okay to mock dogs.
How long did Hillary Clinton pass out, and then they tried to crucify her because she took 2 days, right?
Yeah.
We didn't even hear anything happen to Bernie Sanders for like 3-4 days.
Right. They did a much better job, and they got him off camera.
Yeah, they didn't have him stumbling
chair.
I don't think the media liked Hillary that much last time.
You think?
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. I'm not doing, I just want you to know, I'm not doing this on purpose. Whatever it is that I'm not doing.
Right.
It's a nervous tick.
Okay.
The doctor says, just keep talking.
Right.
And not listening.
We'll get your special bracelet printed up.
What would it say? Say this. Tell this person the same.
Just keep talking. Don't worry about me. Is what it would say.
Well, I thought you were supposed to be like, I need a certain drug if I'm found dead or not breathing.
Oh, I thought you wanted the don't bother alert bracelet. I'm okay. Don't bother.
Don't bother. I don't want to be trouble. First of all, Lisa Ling, she is very upset about the way they promote her show. It's called This Is Life.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're saying. She goes, let me look up the word porn. Then she looks at Are you saying that there's a copyrighted song to that initial one? Like,
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there are trademarked sounds.
But she is really like, learn how benzos might be the new killer. What is she trying to do to us? She wants everybody to be off of benzodiazepams.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, no, she wants people not to abuse them.
Okay, but she's making me sick.
Okay. Well, go back to your porn and your benzos then.
That's the only thing that could make me forget what she was doing was to double up on Xanax.
Yeah.
and drink heavily.
Yeah,
and
just
then
jerk the shit out of it.
Oh my God! I can't. I am so glad that we don't have a camera for people to have seen.
You got scared. It was funny.
Us do well. You're more comfortable doing the blue material,
Absolutely.
but even you, that was good acting. Wow, wow. So you are getting the feeling, though. She's saying like. What is she saying? I shouldn't watch porn? I don't watch porn.
She's saying that kids are getting their sex education from porn, which isn't that healthy, really.
Yeah, okay.
I know that if I was 14 and had a fucking porn faucet that came into my house,
bad, right?
it wouldn't be a lot of leaving. There'd be a lot of sick days, let's just say.
Sick days in junior high school. Let's just say this. If I was living through the computer generation when I was 14, I would be in a prison or something. Yeah. Who knows where I'd be?
It wouldn't be good.
It wouldn't be good, ladies.
It's not that good at 60 something.
That's true. You're a bigot. I don't have any material. I can't do the material the kids do. I'm on Tinder.
I'm a little burned out. I spent all day mixing.
Do you want to take a break?
No.
Oh, what were you mixing?
Mixing the doc, final mix of the doc.
Of Michael DeBar.
Yes.
So this is going to be, when is it all going to be done?
A couple more days of that. Audio-wise, it'll be done this week, and then, loose ends-wise, who could say? But,
well, you could say, right?
Not really, because then we get into things like E&O insurance. And
what does that mean?
Errors and omissions insurance.
What does that mean? Like you took a song by mistake?
Well, sure. Yeah, I mean, or whatever. Or,
right. You misappropriate, you mislabeled something.
Fucked up in a legal way.
Wow.
Or slandered someone accidentally. Or,
so you have to have insurance. How have I gotten away with my comedy this long?
At a certain point, no one cares. When it's not on the radar.
Yeah, when it's not on the radar. I saw where you were going with that. But it was still delightful. Not on the radar.
So, I got to take it to a lawyer. What happens is a lawyer will look over all your stuff.
Yeah. He'll
indemnify the movie, which will then allow a insurance company to issue a policy for the movie with usually a pretty high deductible,
Oh, I see. So this is from someone seeing your movie and they think it's like Clockwork Orange and someone got killed because they played the movie. That's what, is that what insurance would mean?
Why would I want to try to fucking parse what you just said? Yes, that's exactly right.
I'm trying to think of what else could happen. It's not what happened while you were filming the movie. That's over.
No, but if someone said, hey, I'm in the background of that shot.
Yes.
And, and when that was the case, I always did have a sign up that says we're filming. And,
right, but if some idiot.
But, yeah, if some idiot came after me with a claim.
I don't mean to say that they're an idiot, but if they come after you, they're dead to me.
So,
well, it'll be good to get that.
You need it to distribute.
It'll be good to get that over with.
Yes,
what do you think about the NBA? That was the worst thing that has I've ever seen a whole franchise do something. Not franchise, the whole league is apologizing for a country that is known for doing terrible things to its people.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, the general manager of the Houston Rockets,
because I didn't follow it that closely.
Daryl Morey tweeted
let's go
hang in there Hong Kong kind of a tweet.
Right.
And the Chinese went apeshit about it and basically, cut off their business ties with the Rockets.
Are you kidding me?
Including, and even Yao Ming denounced them because he's the head of the Chinese Basketball Association now, and he was a Rocket.
So Yao Ming he's pro?
He's a party man, Yao Ming.
Oh, God.
And so everyone backed away from Daryl Morey very quickly. Because they have a 1 billion person market for the NBA in China that's growing and becoming more enthusiastic by the year. And everyone went, we're very, very sorry that China was offended by this obviously inflammatory statement. We try to let people speak up, but, not about China.
That's terrible. That's bad for the NBA. That's bad.
It is bad for the NBA, especially since the NBA is a particular standout league in terms of letting their athletes speak their piece about the world. But, you know, I mean, that's right there is the catch-22 with doing business with China, you know.
Well, it's also...
It's like, yeah, it's the world's biggest market, but
we used to
you're
also
playing by their rules if you do it.
Well, that's true, but it also, if we didn't have the world's most disreputable person, you know, in the lead in our country, because it used to be that we still spoke out. We would go to China and we'd still say it was wrong what you're doing for human rights. I mean, it was controversial, but they always they always said what they believed.
Well, political people might do that, but
right.
Business people still knew the rules that they were playing with, much like the NBA made that decision very quickly today.
Yeah, and they're not getting, but they are getting blowback from it, right?
Yeah, it seems like they are. I haven't been following it very closely, but those are the beats of the story that I know.
Well, I want to just say right now, I don't care how many of our Chinese distributors cancel our show.
Way to go, Andy.
They don't even get the real internet. What?
Yeah, I say go Hong Kong. I love Hong Kong.
I know. I think about you whenever I see trouble over there, which is probably a selfish way to think about it.
No, it's perfect.
That's one of the places that Josh...
If only the world would filter it that way.
Well...
I could get a tourism commercial then.
I think that when you have no moral... We are now the country where our head guy goes, we don't have any morals at all. There's no morals. I say because I say so. I'm bigger than you.
It's live and let live.
Live and let live. Sorry, Kurds. Okay, I'm depressing myself a little bit with this because I realize that there's nothing to be gained by this. I wish me talking to you about it would change it somehow.
Yeah, I wish it would too.
I wish it would too. And I think everyone's scared. And you know what? When you're scared, that's when I turn to the people of... This would be where I put an ad in.
Right.
Where I turn to the people of sleep mattress numbers. That's why... You know, it's a scary world when you have to go to the post office, Josh.
What's your sleep number, would you say?
5, 7. 5 hard 6. Somewhere between. It depends. Is it an Eastern standard?
Yes,
Is it a California
Eastern.
King? It's 7.5. If I order it through Europe, it's slightly higher.
Huh.
That is the biggest. I don't want to say it's the biggest ripoff since vibrating beds. But the idea of having a sleep number, if you tell people you bought a sleep number bed, I will have your house robbed. That's all I'm saying to you.
Okay.
You're a stooge. You're a dupe. Honey, what's your number? Well, what do you mean? Both sides of the mattress can't be the same. My husband likes a different firmity.
Different firmity. I've slept on them in hotels.
And what was your take?
Depends on the number.
What was your number?
When I got the number right, I liked it a lot.
Well, what was your number?
It was it was soft. I think it was like in the high 50s.
Well, but you're judging by how you feel. That's not the way you should judge a bed.
Why?
Because
why isn't that exactly how you should judge a bed?
No, because
why would I care about how you feel in my bed? Seriously.
Because you're judging by. You go, okay, time to sleep now. Ooh, that feels good. Ooh, that feels better. Ooh, that feels...
Why is that any of that? You're saying it all like it's bad.
Oh, it's so soft.
How dare my bed feel good?
I don't think your bed... I don't think that your mattress can do something with technology. What's it made out of?
This is the dumbest position. This is like the weirdest.
You're an asshole.
This is the weirdest and dumbest position you've ever sticked
You're
on.
the asshole.
I will take the side of sleep number beds just because your approach is so fucked up.
Hey, wait a second. We got Josh Elvis Weinstein for sleep number beds. We're coming down to Austin, Texas this weekend with a whole bunch of sleep number beds.
It was louder than I thought it would.
It can't be loud. What do you mean when it adjusted?
When it's adjusting, yeah.
Well, what did you think it was going to... What did it sound like?
Yep.
Are you sure you weren't on a hospital bed? You didn't have it tilt up, did it?
I had that was the worst. Hospital beds were the worst for me. Mostly
Yeah.
because I had tubes in me and stuff. But besides that,
It's not the bed. I hated those hospital beds. I was very ill, too. That didn't help. I don't think there's a hospital bed that can be made to contain my self-disappointment. I'm a sad man, Josh. I'm sad. I'm in therapy. I don't go till tomorrow. So I won't have anything to talk about until next show.
so one of the things that the only good thing about having to remix this movie is that because this movie has taken so long, technology has actually improved since the last time we mixed it. It's like noise
That's
reduction
so cool.
technology and stuff. So the problems we couldn't fix in 2015, we can now fix.
That
so
is
at
great.
least while doing this, I'm slightly improving the movie. As
That
we go.
is nice. Because I think I told you the story about how I did the documentary, the stand-up video thing on ADATs. Because when we started,
Yeah.
ADATs, briefly, people were using, but by
Yeah.
the time we're finished, it was like nobody was using them anymore.
Right. Yeah, no, we did Allison's album on ADATs and DA88s.
Man. And way before
Poof, that technology, poof.
But inches on the reel-to-reel. Reel-to-reels are still used. Oh, my God, I'm boring myself. I can see...
All the inches on the reel to reel.
I could sense when I was...
And the radio is in the hands of such a lot of fools trying to anesthetize the way that you feel. Radio is the sound salvation.
Radio is booping up the moon.
Sorry.
Well,
I'm either
because you can't
noisy
leave
or
it in?
deadpan tonight.
You can't leave it in. You
I
can't
can leave
leave
it in. Sure I can.
Why? Because
Watch me leave it in.
Oh, what a brave move. What a subversive move. You're a
some-
disruptor.
If we had E&O insurance, I wouldn't worry at all.
Someone was complaining to me that they were worried. They asked me, is that country music documentary, I hope it doesn't have Elvis Costello commenting. And I kind of knew what they meant.
Yeah.
He gets a little Ken Burnsy in my memory.
He's windy.
He is windy.
And he is in it.
He is in it. Oh, when we first listened to Flo and Eddie. We wouldn't say Flo and Eddie.
No.
What's the matter with me? There's a part of me that's like, I know what I'm saying, why I'm saying. I know he had an incident with Flo and Eddie. And why would I bring it up? Just because I'm an asshole. Something is wrong with me. And I will get it fixed. I'll come back to you and I'll be in tip-top condition.
Well, I don't know where the whole Flo and Eddie thing came
Good. There's no reason to not to know it. I'll tell you off the air. He went on a racist tirade once.
from. Well, it wasn't a racist tirade. It was one comment, and it was Bonnie Bramlett who beat the shit out of him.
It wasn't even Flo and Eddie?
No.
I don't even know what the story was.
Yeah, exactly.
So can you leave it out?
So Blowhardy, go to bed. Let's take a little break.
Okay, I really do. That screams break.
Yeah.
How could I mix up? Okay, sorry. We're going to go to break. And what are we doing?
Karen.
I love it. It's been a long time. I wanted to be someone who was known for writing the greatest songs of all time, for having a voice that I liked. Karen. Don't waste your time on me. Karen. Don't waste your time on me. Can't you see? You need somebody who will help you belong. You need somebody who will help you be strong. But Karen, that person isn't me.
Yes,
Hey, Karen. Okay. I hope I die before I get old. Talking about my generation, Karen. Maybe I will get fooled a couple more times. Here is the new boss. Same as the old guy. Can't you see? You need somebody who will help you belong. You need somebody who will help you be strong. But Karen, that person isn't me. I love that Why don't you start reading me letters from people who say,
just to piggyback about how horrible we find your website, I'd be happy to take it over for you, and I would be happy to service it at no extra charge, because it's hard.
I almost took that out of last week's show, and then since you couldn't let go of it, I had to put it back in.
Oh, yes. Dearest Thought Spiralers, I was very happy to hear the email question from someone who hated Andy Kindler's website. I say bravo, and I second that emotion. And if he wants to step up to the plate, I'd be happy to take over the job.
All right. We're back. Karen.
That was good, by the way.
No, thank you.
That's good. Well, it wasn't really you. You were just kind of half singing it. Someone brought it to life.
Karen.
That was Danny Yost who did that.
Aha. Are the twins going to come back, or is it looking bad?
I don't know. What happened tonight?
I don't know.
Let's take a look.
They played tonight?
I think so.
I can't believe you would have forgotten that they played tonight.
5-1 Yankees final.
They're down 3-0?
Yeah, that's it, I think.
No.
Yeah, that's it. It's a 5-game series, now 7.
Oh, my God.
That's it. Swept.
Are the Yankees that good?
I believe James Mason got the correct prognostication last week.
You're not that tied to them, but it would be nice if they won.
I'm not that, yeah.
But the Yankees,
I'm not a fan.
Well, every time they win, the universe hurts a little bit.
An angel loses its wings.
And did the Jets lose?
Yeah, of course. Don't even have to look.
I have nothing to root for anymore, except for some reason I started to like the Seahawks.
Let me just say, good season, Twins. First 100-win season since 1965.
That's pretty good.
101 wins this year.
Wow. They just had the unfortunate, I don't know, the Yankees, I think, it's fixed. Not fixed, but it's just, why are they so good year in and year out? Because
there's no salary cap in baseball.
Oh, okay. All right. You got to the bottom of it. Well, I thought it was all being changed by, remember when everything was small ball, or remember when they had that movie with
Moneyball?
Yeah. Was that proven to maybe not even be true?
Well, I think in the right hands it's useful, but
it's not the end-all, be-all.
No.
Look, you're going by home runs. I go by doubles when there's a guy on second.
Let me say something about the analytics there, Andy. The analytics don't get you everything. The analytics don't play the 9 innings on the field. The analytics don't put the grind in down in Sarasota in the spring.
I believe. Is this from that movie with
It was from nothing.
Oh.
There was no.
What's the movie
with? It was an ill-conceived character that felt baseball-y.
But who's the one who he likes wet kisses? And he kissed Susan Sarandon.
That's Bull Durham.
Oh, that movie was okay.
I actually fucking loved that movie.
I did too, but I can't watch any more Susan Sarandon.
Huh.
I hold it against her.
Because she doesn't vote with me. She likes the person I don't like.
Fair enough.
I don't like any of these people that much. I don't like anybody that much, but we're going to be okay. Maybe I have to let it go. I don't see any. Why do I want there to be a savior to come along? We just need someone to win. Right? Who are you excited about?
Who am I excited about?
Earl Warren.
I am super excited about Democrat X.
That's right. I wish Kate McKinnon would as Elizabeth Warren.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, I think the truth is that we're both emotionally. It's damaging what's happening right now. It's exciting but damaging every day.
Absolutely.
And let's go to the letters.
Although the psychic cost now is much lower, I would say.
Not if you're a Kurd.
True enough. That's physical costs as much as psychic cost. But I just mean now that there's some justice starting to flow.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a little better.
I like when the justice starts to flow. I'll never trust a Republican again, though, for my whole life.
No, it's hard. Or at least,
When you're rooting for Chuck Todd in an argument, that's you're really reaching. But that's the thing I don't understand is how these people like Ron Johnson or John Thune, how Wisconsin vote. Well, John Thune's not Wisconsin; he's Idaho. But Wisconsin should be a more progressive state than this clown.
Yeah, and the head of intelligence committee should probably fucking believe in the CIA and the FBI too.
All right, you win. In case the game was making me even more depressed. You win again.
Yoshi Yamamoto.
You win, right? The smoothest way you've ever gone into letters before. Do you think there's got to be a limit to how much you can take of me?
I'm serious. There probably is.
No, but it's getting worse because I keep upping the ante. Okay, upping the ante.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be a normal person from here on out.
Save it up for your next Panicdote.
Panicdote.
Yoshi Yamamoto.
Yoshi Yamamoto.
Hey, Yamamoto.
You see what I did there?
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
Nothing helpful.
Nothing good.
Says, Andy, what's the backstory of Felicia Michaels' Twitter header photo where you're making everyone crack up? It was you, Felicia, Wayne Fetterman.
Oh. I don't remember it. I do know that when I'm in a photo situation, I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
Is it where I'm holding there's a one where I'm holding someone's face on a stick. But I have to look. Does he have a picture of it?
No.
Okay. Yoshi, I'll check it out and I'll get to the bottom of this.
Thanks for opening it up to everyone, Yoshi. Guy Incognito says, I recently came across someone named Sarah Mock, and all I could hear was Josh going,
Quit mocking me.
to Andy. And the
Mocking voice. Sarah Mock. Nice mock.
Have you listened to Sarah Mock? She's very informative.
She's very informative.
Stop saying it that way.
Stop saying it that way.
Why? Because her name is Mock?
Oh, because her name is Mock.
This is so stupid. We're getting progressively more stupid. As the test shows, we should put that to somebody.
For study?
No one. We can get the. You're a guy who gets a lot of government grants.
A lot
right?
of grants.
What are they called? Block grants.
Michael Lapsley says, hi, by the time this airs, it'll be close to Andy's birthday. Do either of you have a favorite birthday gift you ever received? A toy, a record, a third thing?
I think my favorite birthday gift I ever got. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were giving me a signal.
No, I was pushing an earbud into my ear.
On the day that the Mets won the World Series in 1969, I got a transistor radio. It would happen to be the same day. It was just like, what more could happen?
Yeah.
This is the greatest. I will never forget that. I remember the smell of that. The things that you would put in to keep things dry had a smell. And I remember I had a one an in-ear thing, and it was really exciting. Look, you can't handle me being real, baby.
No, it's good.
Hey, everyone! Andy got himself a radio. Merry Christmas, you old savings alone. And he's got a transistor radio.
And you said I was an old man who'd never have a transistor radio.
I don't know what my favorite. Allison just bought me a really nice guitar this past birthday.
That beats all.
That was a good
who
one.
makes it?
A luthier.
Is that a joke?
Yes. Callan Holder says not to bring down the energy, but in the last week we've lost Kim Shattuck and Rip Taylor. Wondering if you got to work with either of them and had some stories. I won't ask to hear Muff's cover a la Rip Taylor, as it would be in bad taste.
But I've told the Rip Taylor story, right? A million times?
Not a million times, no.
But once?
Tell it again. In honor of Rip.
Okay. Well, Rip Taylor wrote a letter to the editor of the LA Times many, many years ago and said, why was there an article about Andy Kindler? Who is he? I've never heard of him.
I actually didn't know that story.
And he goes, I've been on Kelly and Regis. I'm on these. I have a tour coming up.
And they printed this letter.
Yeah, that's right. And they printed this letter. So I got to be on a show. Stephanie Miller was hosting it. It was a night. It was a talk show at night. She was a guest host. It could have been the Danny Bonaducci show, and she was guest hosting. I don't quite remember.
Okay.
But I said on that show that Rip Taylor was, talking about all his credits. And I just want to say I'm opening up for Sandy Hackett in Laughlin, Nevada. And then I am not kidding you. This is a completely true story. Rip Taylor's manager called up my manager.
Yeah.
Said, why is Andy Kindler doing this? And he said, he's just responding to Rip saying, who's Andy Kindler? And that's all it was. And then 2 days later, and I'll bring it in, and I'll put it up online so everybody can see, Rip Taylor took the back page of Variety magazine.
Yeah.
And it was something along the lines of, what am I doing? What are you doing? And then it had all of his different credits, Live with Regis and Kathy Lee, the Mike Douglas show, all in different fonts.
Yeah.
The whole back page. And
Logo appropriate fonts?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And that's expensive.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
Sure.
What am I doing? What are you doing? And that might have been the greatest day of my life when that came out.
I honestly thought you were going to go. It was going to be like he took out a page just to bash you. No, who's Andy Kindler?
No, but he did take out a bet. Well, it was in reaction to me.
Oh, it was.
It was literally in reaction to me because he never really saw what I was doing.
Yeah.
So he thought that he probably didn't connect that his letter about me had anything to do with me talking about him on national television. I don't know why it was national television. It was a Stephanie Miller show. It was a Stephanie Miller show, which was national television, but it was guest hosted by Danny Bonaducci. That's
Okay,
what
now
was.
it's all coming
Does
back.
that make sense?
Yes.
So he obviously didn't see it. But he got so mad he took out what's going on with me, what's going on with you, and listed it was absolutely a response to me.
Beautiful. That is beautiful.
I know, but again, because I think when I tell an anecdote, I get panicked.
Yeah.
And I make it worse. It's
And it becomes
a panicdote.
Thank you.
But I got to tell you this though. It's sad in a way to me because that was one of the fun. That was maybe the funniest thing that ever happened to me in many ways when it happened.
Yeah.
But you really can't convey how crazy it was unless you were living in a time where the Variety would come out every day.
Right, and there wasn't the internet.
And it wasn't the internet.
To stoke your
And there was
feud.
like $1,000 ad that he took out on the back of the Variety in a direct response
Because it
to.
turns out Rip Taylor was Donald fucking Trump.
That's right. That's right. So I will find it. I'll find it. I have it at home.
That's
I don't know
fantastic.
why. If you subscribe to the show, you get it.
And what about your feud with the Muffs?
What's the Muffs?
Kim Shattuck's band?
Oh,
The
I
other
didn't know
person
that
who
she
died in that question.
And what was the name of the group?
The
Mumps?
The Muffs.
I don't know, but I didn't know them. They were supposed to be. Did you like them?
Yeah.
She couldn't have been that old, right?
No, in her 50s. I
That's
think.
terrible. I don't have any funny stories about her.
Okay, me either. Not Tweet Bahara says, my kids, 9 and 8, are very excited to see your movie about the horse that plays a fiddle. I sure hope nothing disappoints them.
He's not Tweet Bahara though, right? Right?
Huh? That's right. Yeah.
Wink and
Wink.
nod. Oh, this is going to be right up your kid's alley. This movie.
Mad City Architect says, gents, with Halloween on the way, what was your favorite costume growing up as a kid?
I
actually went as a PLO terrorist one year.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's...
With a kafia and sunglasses and a machine gun.
What's a kafia?
A kafia is like the thing.
Oh, those were the days when that was funny.
Yeah.
My sister dressed me up as Goldilocks when I was very little, and I never got over that.
Right, but what about Halloween?
I believe in music and song.
You have to admit, I can go from zero. We can both go from zero to something.
We can, absolutely.
Cotton candy grapes.
See, I know what you're worried about.
The cotton candy grapes. Dan March says, I've always wondered what would it sound like if James Mason, Gregory Peck, Charlton Heston, Lou Costello, Dennis Miller, Hugh Hauser, and the My Pillow guy were having a mime contest in a library.
It wouldn't sound like anything, right?
Yeah, you're really sharp.
You're smart,
sharp.
Andy.
You're sharp.
Doesn't it make you feel bad that you're mocking my level of intelligence?
Does it make you feel bad that I'm mocking my
It's the worst. That's the worst you've been as a human in the entire run of the show. Right there. You were back at the level of a cruel 11-year-old. I did that. All right. Okay. Let's compose ourselves.
We're back.
We are composed.
We're all good.
We're all good? All right.
Seth Dick.
The third?
Yeah.
Still a great name.
I wonder if demented anti-Semite Etta James, if demented anti-Semitic Etta James ever performed with Foster Brooks.
I just still can't believe that Etta James.
At last, finally.
He's a guy. He's a guy. He's a guy.
He's a dirty Jew.
My Jew guitar, my Jew instrumentalist.
I just thought of something, though.
Yeah.
If it gets out, if Saturday Night Live hires me, and then they don't know that I was being ironic with the dirty Jew,
Right.
I'm never getting on the show.
Kenny Loggins III says,
Kenny Loggins the Third. I'm sorry.
any personal
That time I was sorry.
any personal favorites for Halloween shows or TV any personal favorites for Halloween shows or movies that you would recommend watching during the month of October?
I like my favorite one is the Charlie Brown.
Great Pumpkin.
Yeah. No, it's not even my favorite Charlie Brown. So I have no favorite Halloween one.
But yeah, I mean, that was the only tradition I had ever was the Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
But,
And Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, but that's not Halloween. It's just a scary movie.
right. I mean, The Shining is still the best horror movie to me,
It is pretty amazing. It's scary.
but I don't really, I'm not saying it's the best horror movie of all time, but to me it's like the most watchable horror movie.
I think that Halloween, I remember enjoying Halloween when I was little. And so the fact that I got attention for a day was good. And the candy. So you can never really recapture that time.
No.
The closest you can do is to eat candy corn, because that's good. And then you realize, but it's not good.
It's not good.
It doesn't have 3 flavors, like you told me. The tip, the middle, and the...
No, it doesn't. I just had some Jelly Belly candy corn. They're gourmet candy corn. And it was actually, I gotta say, edible candy corn.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
They do a good job over at Jelly Belly.
Oh yeah, those flavor scientists, they're hard at work there. Oh yeah. Oh, they make crazy flavors over there.
What are they, Ben and Jerry?
Oh, they're even crazier than Ben and Jerry's, although they don't have the funny names like them. But crepes, they do a good job over at the Jelly Belly. They make a buttered popcorn that makes your head spin. It's like, is this a candy? Is it a corn? I don't know.
Is this your people from Fargo podcast?
It's from around those parts.
Have you gotten any voice work since we've done? Why I say things like that?
I've gotten no work whatsoever.
Since this, right?
Since this.
Oh, well, why won't you?
Oh, wait, I got a movie. Michelle Weiscarver.
Hi, Michelle. I love you, Michelle. I don't care about anybody in the world but Michelle Weiscarver.
No question tonight, gentlemen. Just more Thought Spiral love. You guys make my Mondays.
Yes. She made my Monday. She prefers me.
Michelle Weiscarver, every tweet a Valentine.
Anything but a Valentine.
Greg Kelly says, I was at the meat raffle with my buddy Dennis, and he said James Mason was up for the role of Boss Hogg in Josh's old favorite Dukes of Hazzard. Dennis has been known to pull my leg, says Greg. Why, I am going to get them Duke boys. I will get them Duke boys. Hey, Roscoe, please come in here, Roscoe.
Yes.
I need you to go out to the Duke farm.
Do I have to do a voice?
You do what you need to do, Roscoe.
I never saw the show. Who's Roscoe?
Roscoe would be the deputy.
Yeah, Haas.
Sure, fine, whatever.
Let's go.
However you want to play it, I'm a professional. I can work with anybody.
Obviously. I literally can't believe that you ever watched it.
I worked with Joseph Mengele.
I can't believe you ever watched Dukes of Hazzard. I would never have guessed that.
I loved it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, age-wise, it came around when you were a kid.
I was 8 or 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Was that and so you were also a Brady Buncher?
I was a Brady Bunch rerunner. I never was around for Brady Bunch in prime time. But I watched, for sure, Brady Bunch during the day.
The Brady Bunch.
Not that great. I'm the guy who...
That's your classic bit.
I'm the guy who ruins all of your childhood memories. And let me get this straight. So,
Hey, Mr. Reminiscence, what do you think of the Brady Bunch?
not so good now. Some of them are dead. I don't know
No,
if
they're
that's
not,
true.
actually.
They're-
Just the adults. The kids are all renovating a house on
I see that. It's a very...
HGTV, yes.
You don't think I watched that? I watched
I
that.
do think you watched
hoping,
that.
I watched that for the confessionals.
Exactly. Tom the Tom says, you now have great and unmatched wisdom to solve one of the world's problems. What is it? And he's quoting Trump, of course. The great and unmatched wisdom, yes.
Yeah. That was...
What problem would you solve with the world's if you had the great and unmatched wisdom at your disposal?
I would solve... If it was unmatched wisdom, I don't know. I can't think. It's the power is too much for me. Do I have 3 wishes?
How about the power not to freeze up? How about that?
I don't know. I just started thinking about Trump and saying unmatched wisdom, and I just like, where does that come from when he says that? It's like that's a whole new level.
Yeah.
It's like he's reading romance novels or something.
I tweeted this morning, it's like the Wizard of Oz who never saw the end of the movie.
I know. I RT'd that.
Did you RT it? Thank you.
Because it's exactly what it was. Pay attention to me behind this. Pay attention to the man behind the screen.
But seriously, what problem would you solve if given? What one problem? Boom. You could snap your fingers. Boom.
Poverty.
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I'd go cancer, I think.
Oh, that's good too. These hypotheticals are not necessarily going to solve it.
No, I think I'm better.
No, yours was better. But you don't care about poverty. You only care about cancer. And we have a fist fight. We both end up in the hospital.
All right. With cancer. And poverty.
Cancer and no money to spend on it.
Mark Thompson says, could either of you explain the change in Hollywood, re the Writers Guild and agencies? I've tried to understand the issue from afar, but it seems confusing. Do you have views on it?
I only know what I know about it, which is they're trying to break up the idea of these packaging things.
Right.
So that because there's an inherent conflict of interest.
Right.
If they're representing you and they're also representing the studio they're putting the deal together with.
Correct.
Is it kind of like that?
It is very much like that.
And so I'm probably for that separation.
Yeah, I mean, it's overall that what Andy describes is correct. It's there's a thing called packaging where an agency like CAA, who has many divisions, will go, I'm doing an Andy Kindler show, and Andy's my client. And I also have the director you're going to use, and the showrunner here, and I'm putting them all together in this package, and I'm getting paid by the production to put this package together. I'm getting a packaging fee plus a certain percentage of the show itself.
Right.
So therefore, right away, the more we save on these people we're hiring,
Which could be you.
the more profits there will be for the show, and therefore the more I will benefit as the agent because I have profit participation. So it's not in my interest to make the production pay more for my client necessarily.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like inherently...
That's the conflict of interest. The agencies will say, yes, but on packaging fees, on packaged shows, we don't charge our clients the 10% commission.
Right.
Because we're getting paid from the thing. But that still doesn't take care of...
The profit participation.
It doesn't take care of the points you might get for your client. It doesn't take care for the bigger cost of the production you might get for your client when you're more interested in being a hero to the studio than you are to your client.
Was it always bullshit, these packaging things? Like,
yeah. I mean, it makes sense in a convenience
way,
but it doesn't...
it's not a creatively inspiring thing.
There's nothing that benefits the actual production from it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make better product.
Especially when you can figure out...
It makes deals better.
Sound better.
Well, and better for the agents.
For the agents.
And the agents have the power of those clients.
Now, does that mean that Writers Guild people could get a manager, or it doesn't work that way? They have to have an agent for...
No, well, the Writers Guild has now said, go ahead and,
get your own
have
people.
your agents and lawyers do the deals.
Ah. Is it going to be resolved?
I'm not sure how it's going to be resolved.
Because it's not like a strike.
It's not like a strike, and it's not like business hasn't gone on, and it's not like packaging fees have gone away. They just don't include writers right now.
I don't know if that sounds good.
Well, you know.
I'm so tired. If I could just do one movie where I wasn't tied in.
Ideologically, it's a correct stance.
Yes.
Practically, it's harder to say what the end game is for either side, really. Basically, the Writers Guild has demanded that these giant conglomerate companies eliminate a facet of their business that they're not going to eliminate.
Right. But I like to think because I'm not with one of those conglomerates, I'm goddamn glad I'm not, because they're all out for themselves.
Right.
Unless they wanted me, in which case I would go, whoa.
Well, I've been with a couple of them over the years.
Right. Well, it can be,
And it's creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy unless you're Brad Pitt and that's your friend from high school who's your agent.
In various ways, there's a certain echelon where they start trying to make you feel good about yourself instead of making you feel small. But there is a tipping point at which you're supposed to be, you're lucky to be there until they're lucky to have you,
Yeah, there's no actual realness to it.
No, it's just perception of you.
Right.
Well, and earnings, that's the realness, is what are you bringing in.
Well, it's one of those...
all of that, everything associated with show business success is basically arbitrary. It's just the elevation of famous people get, the amount that people are willing to supplicate themselves to famous people.
Yes.
Is tremendous, and Hollywood is built on that and built on always, finding a way to treat the special people better. And if there can't be a way to treat them better, then you treat yourself worse just so they feel like they're being treated better,
Yeah, that when it gets into an ego thing, I'd rather stay away from it. That's why I stay away from the
right, exactly. That's why all that
don't package me.
That's why you dodge success like a fucking ninja.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like a ninja.
Joe DeLuca says, where can I find a Barry Bitterman Halloween costume? Target only has Philip Ainsworth action figures.
Wait a second now. Why am I not placing who Philip Ainsworth is?
Hi, I'm Philip Ainsworth. It's our characters from the movie.
What's my character's name?
Barry Bitterman. Jesus Christ, Andy.
I'm stupid. Now, no, there's two ways of going about dealing with a character like me. You could say you are the stupidest person I've ever
I don't
experienced.
think stupid. It's a different kind of brain damage.
It's self-involved.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's so self-involved that I can't even listen to a question because it takes time away from me thinking, hey, I wonder how I'm doing in this podcast. Not well.
Darren M. Crilly says, what are the components and rules of the Thought Spiral home game?
Oh.
It's just a big button you put in the middle of the table and you slam it down and go, is it spicy?
It's different. Here's what it is. It's different cards that have different depressing suggestions on them. So one
and then
could
you
be,
match them with James Mason.
go back 5 spaces. Do 3 James Mason impressions.
Take out a wrenched ankle.
I can't believe you actually did a mime here. You picked up a thing. You had no reason to do that. You went the extra mile with the. With
I'm the sole survivor. I'm doing all the old.
I don't know. When Sid Caesar said that was show business.
Mystery date. Are you ready for your mystery date? Jim Meehan says, Andy, if we were playing match game, how do you think Josh would complete the following? It's 9 o'clock on a Monday. The regular blank shuffles in.
The regular Jew, right? Oh, Saturday.
I said clown hole.
I thought they were making a joke about it. It's 9 o'clock on a Monday, and the regular Jew Andy comes in.
They were mixing a lot of
things.
There's a lot of
certainly
levels.
enough to confuse me.
that's
Which
quite
doesn't
the
take-
puzzle.
that's
Takes
like
that,
2.
yeah. That's right.
And that's why I'm not good in an escape room. You know why? And like 3 seconds, I was like, you know what? I don't care about getting out of here. I've got too many things to think about. Okay, don't do that bit.
F says, I've been fine with you guys putting a hold on homework. Gets hard squeezing in even more films. Hollywood needs to take a break for a couple of years so we can all catch up.
It's a good point. It's a good any way that people can rationalize us not doing something.
I'm all for it, yeah.
Although I wouldn't mind going back to a movie.
I wouldn't either, but why don't we each let's start back with each watching something good on our own this week.
Okay, that's good.
And thinking about it enough to report up back.
Did you ever watch the
In fact,
one?
I think I'm going to watch Bound for Glory.
Oh, who's in that one?
Carradine. It's
okay.
Hal Ashby movie.
How about the Dana Andrews film, the World War II film?
Which is that?
The thing of the years, or the best years of our lives.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
I don't think so.
Maybe I'll watch that.
All right. Report back.
It's the best years of our...
This week on Report Back.
Well, it's about a guy who's talking about the best years of his lives.
Here's my report. 1935, 1941, 1956.
56. Am I right? Who's with me?
Larry Harold says, evening, gents. Got any corporate gig stories? Be sure to mention that Bob in accounting is quite the tequila fan, etc.
Well, he's actually quoting my bit when he's doing that.
Okay.
Did you know that bit, right?
I don't give a shit about your bits, Andy.
Well, I'll tell you about
your bits
that.
around like
you know
they're
where
like
the guy says
precious little.
They go, you got to do something about Bob. He's from Chicago. You should mention that. All right. Thanks for all the information.
That's not the same bit.
It's
You
similar.
just use Bob.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I got caught in a...
Larry, I don't think you stole his bet, okay? I know he's saying you are. You did.
Larry, look, let's not get divided. Let's not let Larry come between us.
Do you have any stories about bad corporate gigs?
Yes, I have. I don't think I've ever done a good corporate gig. One temple thing was good. A few temple things were not good. Mostly they're not, I haven't found a lot of fun, and I haven't done that many of them. Maybe 4 or 5 of special things. I always get nervous, and even if you're being paid a lot, it's still nerve-wracking.
There was one years ago where I had to go up to the woods in Minnesota, a couple hours north of Minneapolis, to this resort where it was a big lawyer's retreat of some kind, big law firm, I think. And there was this weird thing of like, and I assume it's like what happens on a cruise ship, where you're the comic, but it's like you don't do your show till day 3,
Right.
you know. So I'm there, and it's like they said, and I was supposed to do the show at a certain time. They said we've pushed it back a few hours, so now I have to like hang out for a few hours, and there's like all this like, who are you? I'm the comic who's doing a thing later, you know. And then it's just like it takes
That must be interesting.
Takes all the magic out of it. As,
I did a big corporate thing when I just realized this when the crash happened. When the actual crash happened, I was at a corporate entertaining corporate people at a retreat.
like banker people.
Banker people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was and they were giving all these speeches, like all the speeches had been set up not anticipating this. So it was all very weird. Remember when McCain said, "I say we should suspend our campaigns and go back to Washington."
Right.
Yeah, it was that weekend.
And then Obama didn't. And then
No.
it's like showing up in a costume to a non-costume party kind of.
I don't think McCain liked losing that election.
I think he probably understood though. By the end, with Sarah Palin.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have taken the
I
gamble.
think that same thing. It was like that. As much as we hail him for being a hero, for going, no, he's not a fucking Muslim. He's not
Right.
an Arab, as the woman said.
Yeah, no, man, no, sorry,
yeah.
he's an American. No, I have it.
But there was also this moment of him going, great, I'm king of the douchebags right now.
right.
This is my team.
He could have been president if he's picked Lieberman.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want the Republican ticket, pick a Democratic Jew. Adam Nicollet says, South America feels like it's often overlooked. What city or area would you pick to visit?
Huh, that's interesting. I don't know what's in South America different from Central America. I always make that mistake. Is Brazil in South America or is it Central?
Yes, it is. It's South America.
Okay. I would like
So
to go.
Brazil then.
Yeah. I have so little knowledge of anything.
I'd like to go to Peru and see Machu Picchu. I'd like to go to Rio de Janeiro. I'd like to go to La Paz, Bolivia.
Ooh.
I'd like to go to...
You're just happy that you know more South
I'd like
America.
to go to French Guiana. I'd like to go to...
Please preface everything you're saying with "I'd like to go to."
All right.
Okay, keep going. I'd like to go to
I'd like to go to Chile.
I'd like to go to
I don't want to go to Venezuela. I
Venezuela.
don't really want to go to Venezuela very much. My parents went to Venezuela when I was a little kid. That was one of their big first
Wow.
trips away.
And did they bring back any coconuts?
They brought us stuff. I don't remember what exactly.
You were there with them.
No.
Oh,
No, they went alone and ditched us with a babysitter.
and that must have been fun. Crazy idiot.
They went to Caracas.
All of a sudden, I'm like in Caracas.
Tim Jackson says, idiot rant with comedic rhythm is this, he's quote, idiot rant with a comedic rhythm, which is something I referred to as, the kid who got kicked off of SNL's,
Shane Gillis.
his podcast thing. Is this the first time you've used this phrase? Whether it is or isn't, so perfect, lock it down, it's yours.
I like it. How can we cash in on it? A shirt or a mug?
Right.
I didn't know we were coming up with such classics.
Every week a classic.
How did the show end up exactly 158 2 weeks in a row? I was amazed or awestruck.
We have the same amount of energy.
It's not something you try to do.
No. I mean, I try to keep it to around 2 hours.
Yeah.
There was plenty on the cutting room floor last week.
You know what we should do?
Whole stupid conversation went away. You're smarter as a result of my work.
Thank you. You know how much just drivel you've saved the universe from? Me going on about something.
I don't like wallets these days.
I'm like Andy Rooney, but without the edge.
Josh Caterer says supposedly there's a lost episode of Columbo with Jackie Mason as the villain. In this unusually gruesome episode, Mason dismembers his victim and in the final scene offers some of the fingers to Lieutenant Columbo. Can you imagine?
I can't. Hey.
Hey, Columbo, a finger for you, a finger for you, a finger for you, a finger for you.
And how does Columbo react to that?
Well, excuse me, but your dismembered fingers are making me very nauseous. A finger for you?
A finger for you.
It's as if you're sticking a finger down my throat.
Oh. Look, Lieutenant Columbo.
You got me, Columbo. I don't know how you cracked it, but you got me. Have a finger. Chaotic Neutral says, how are you guys liking the new slate of commercials on MSNBC? Whenever I see the one about cancer treatment centers, mother standard of care, I wonder how many people who work there secretly hate their mom.
There does seem to be more commercials about cancer.
Yeah.
Like where they're really pitching, look, we this is what we do.
Well, that makes sense.
I know, but it seems a little...
Opportunistic?
Yes.
A little craven?
A little bit.
A little mercenary?
Especially when you have a song like... Cancers of America, cancer is of the thing. Isn't that their song?
I think it's, you're terrified, come on over.
You can joke about this because you've had cancer.
God damn it, I have, and I've lost so many to it, too. Huh? Am I right, people?
Who's with me? Hey, life. Hey, life, you don't get out alive, right?
Ha
What a concept. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Is there any sound we haven't covered in our podcast? Oh, like we've done the DJ guy, but there's got to be sounds we haven't hit yet.
I think tune in next week.
Yes.
There's always a new sound.
You're studying bird calling now, right?
I am.
Wah, 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 bah. This is the East Coast Jew whiner. Is it spicy? Bah. I envisioned what you were doing with, you had a beak and everything. It's spicy.
I do characterizations, Andy, not just impressions.
That's true. When you're done with them, nobody wants to do them again.
That's right.
You're the definitive.
You won't see Liza going out asking for cotton candy grapes anymore. All right, we're done.
We're done, aren't we?
I don't think we're going to reach 158 again this week, my friend.
I'm sorry. Do you think it was mostly my fault, partially my fault, half my fault, nobody's fault?
You know what? I found you to be a delight.
Well, thank you, Josh.
Except for the times you weren't.
Oh, thank you.
But mostly a delight.
Oh, that's nice. And maybe me coming in with a fakey handshake is the way to go from now on.
Perhaps it is.
Yes.
Next week, doff your cap.
I'm certainly looking forward to it.
And I, sir.
I bid you adieu, adieu, adieu.
So next week, we go off to New York. Very exciting.
Do we get to do a show? Oh.
Well, we get to be in a movie.
Is it coming out?
What?
I love America.
Andy, it's left the station, ladies and gentlemen.
I love my job. Are we supposed to say we've seen it?
If you like to support us, no, come to Chelsea Chelsea Film Festival October 19th at chelseafilm.org. Check it out for tickets. October 19th, 1:30 p.m.
Which is the best time for a premiere.
I'd say so. Get out before traffic.
God bless us.
God bless us. Thanks for supporting us on
do we
Buy
have
Me
new
a
people that you wanted to thank?
We don't have new subscribers this week.
Uh-oh.
It's off the cliff.
Did it really drop off? Well, look, what are we going to do?
However, the initial subscribers, I think, are getting billed for their second month now.
That
So
must be
we'll
nice.
see how it holds up for next
well,
week.
you know what? Because, when the high comes down of being part of the internet.
Exactly. They said my name already. What are they going to do?
Hey, if you buy us coffee, I'll become unctuous in my thanks.
There you go. BuyMeACoffee.com/Thought Spiral. My album Chunks is available on iTunes and Amazon and all the other places where things stream and download. If you want to support us in a way that doesn't cost you a penny, go to iTunes, leave us a great review and a great rating. Don't go for the bad ratings. Go for the good ratings.
We don't want feedback of negativity.
No, who needs that?
We already have that in our own heads.
Yes, exactly. If I wanted bad feedback, I'd talk to my wife.
Classic.
So I'm going to bid you all
Farewell.
I was going to go with adieu, but
Adieu.
whatever.